Everyone, it's Dominic from the Primetime Treasure eBay store and YouTube channel. It is exactly 10 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday. I'm getting a little bit of a late start to my flea market run. I usually try to get here by no later than 9:30, but it's not because I woke up late or anything. I'm working pretty much most of the night actually, putting up a lot of listings, trying to hit some listing goals, and really didn't want to leave before I did that. So I did that, accomplished some goals, and now I'm ready to see what's still here at the flea market. The flea market opens really early. I mean, there's people set up here like 6 o'clock, 6:30, but it does close at 2. However, that doesn't mean all the vendors stay till 2. Some of them pack up and start leaving at like 10:30, 11 o'clock. Most of them will stick around for a while, at least till 12. So we'll see what's left, getting a little bit of a later start at the flea market. Giving you another view here of the flea market. I usually take it from the other direction, but this is just trying to find a parking spot. It's still pretty crowded, and there are still a lot of people set up, so that's good. Get a spot here anytime soon. You see all these different rows filled with people and vendors, and so looking pretty active. As you can tell, it's a beautiful day out, so that always helps, and we'll get started anytime soon. You know, as a general tip, just keep in mind that old doesn't always mean valuable. Like this electric kitty quiz looks cool. $5 seems like, oh yeah, I should be able to get that and flip it, but check the comps on it. It doesn't sell. There's no market for it. Or something like this. Looks old, vintage. It is. Open it up. You know, no one's gonna want that, okay? You know, then you move on to something like this Lassie game, which looks like it could be cool. $20 price tag on it. Well, if it was complete and not damaged, it may be reasonable, but you got to open it up and look. I mean, look how much damage there is to the pieces and stuff. You know, it's just not worth it. Now, this is another great example of why you have to check comps. It's something that, you know, looks vintage. It is something you'd think would sell. It's a shadow box. It's a Last Rites shadow box. I've seen them before. They only sell for around $40 online. I mean, you would think it would sell for more. People try to sell them for all sorts of crazy prices, but it just doesn't move. Well, in my Facebook group, I recently did a be on the lookout item of the day for Charlie the Tuna Star-Kissed items. You really want to find the more vintage ones from the 70s. This one's a bank from 1988. It's good that it has the stopper on the bottom to prevent the coins from coming out. But the problem is they want $10. Yeah, I could haggle a little bit, but it's already going for $18 online. It does have some damage on it, so you're not going to be able to flip it for a good price. So I'm just going to skip it. I'd like it to be more vintage. So I wound up stopping by, seeing my sign guy before I left for today, and wound up purchasing 2 more of these Jack Daniels signs. These are the 3-in-1 signs that I get that I get them for $10 and flip them for between $55 and $75. These particular ones sell for around $55 with the Harley logos on them. But the ones with the women that have the bikini, those sell for around $10 to $20 more. But I'm not going to focus on that much right now because that's not really the point of what I want to talk to you about. Those are the only 2 things that I purchased today. But what I did that's more important than purchasing those 2 signs is continuing to build relationships. So for example, my sign guy, he says he has more signs that are coming in that are different images, different pictures compared to the ones that I already have. And so he's going to purchase those, and he's going to put those aside for me, and he's going to call me, as he has done in the past, as is his wife. They call me, they let me know they have these signs. They don't sell them to anyone else, they sell them to me. That's important because I'm getting them first, and it's not going out to the competition, so the market is not getting flooded with them, and I could pretty much, you know, monopolize the market with these signs. And I just slowly piece them out one by one, one by one. Somebody asked me once, why do I just sell them one by one and not put all 10 of them up at once? The reason is because if you do that, you devalue your item for this particular piece. This is not something people are going to want to buy in bulk. So if I put 10 of them up there, someone knows I have 10 that I want to get rid of, and it gives them an advantage in terms of you know, being the person who's making an offer, because they know I have a whole lot of them. I want them to think that there's only one left, and that they have to purchase that particular item if they want to get it. So that strategy does work. Now, the other thing is that in terms of building relationships is I saw my guy, for example, who I bought the 15 long boxes of comics from, stopped by, chatted with him for a moment. He told me he has 6 more long boxes of comics that he pulled out of another estate. So he's gonna put those aside as well for me, and I'm gonna get in touch with him and go by there someday to look at it and hopefully make a purchase just like I purchased those other ones. But that's the point. Am I buying that today? Am I necessarily buying it tomorrow? I might not even buy it next week, but it's in the works. You have to have these things in the works. So try to build those relationships up. Don't just always look for what you could get right now. Take something like that type of opportunity, and consider that a success for your day if you're building future opportunities up. All right, I think there's a few more sales to stop off on the way home, a few garage sales, and so I'll try to check those out, see if there's anything good there. All right, just pulled up to what looks to be an interesting garage sale, so check it out, see if there's anything good in there. So I had a feeling I'd find something weird there. Sure enough, I did, just based on the look of the house and the way everything was just kind of set up there and just the vibe it had when I walked up. Basically, what I found, that guy just honked at me. Anyway, whatever. So, so let me show you what I found. I found, that must be a competitor on YouTube just trying to mess with my flow. Anyway, I wound up getting this donkey and I wound up getting this monkey. Now what they are wine holders. So you put them on their backs like this, and the tips of the wine bottles just go into the mouth like that. And they are popular online. Look, they go for like 25 bucks a piece. So I wound up getting them for total of $8, so $4 a piece. So, you know, not going to be a huge profit, but should be decent. I may just try to package them together. If I do that, I'll make sure to put them in separate boxes because they are kind of ceramic-y, so I don't want them to break by knocking against one another. Trust me, if you bubble wrap both of them and try to ship them like that without boxing them separately, they're still going to break. I mean, you could styrofoam them, but even that sometimes doesn't work. You got to put separate boxes. Put them in separate boxes, then put both boxes within one. Anyway, so there's still like 2 more garage sales going to try to hit up, see if I can find anything there. Okay, well, this is advertised as a moving sale, so these people should be motivated to sell this stuff because there's an hour and a half left to the sale. It was going on yesterday as well, so hopefully good prices, good value. Maybe there's some good things still left.
Oh, really?
Looks interesting. All right, so I'm back at Primetime Treasure headquarters because I wanted to show you one last thing. I did not purchase that dragon sign because it turns out when I got up close and looked at it, there were all scratches across the top, so I'm not going to get anything like that. But I did get that old Milwaukee sign. I mean, this thing is gorgeous. I love it. It's got the glass up top. It's got the chalkboard down here. I'll show you the whole thing right here. Really nice. Now, how come this is sitting in a moving sale for 2 days? Why? I'll tell you why. Because most likely people didn't purchase it because these stickers were on here. But big deal. All you have to do is a little work. So you just peel the stickers off like that. I already peeled a bunch of them off down here on the bottom. Now, yeah, initially it's going to look different from here, but then you just got to take an eraser, erase it, smooth it out. It will be fine. No big deal. So, okay, so there's some dust on it. So you wipe the dust off. There's a few little stray paint marks here and there. I could just take some of those off with my finger. So you just got to put a little bit of effort into it, and it's fun to kind of bring this sign back to life. I'll probably be pointing back to this video one day when I sell it because, you know, I think that once I get this fixed up and refurbished, this should go for at least around $100. So now I know old Milwaukee beer, it's not the same thing as Budweiser or something like that, but still, you know, that's why I'm not saying it's going to go for hundreds, but, you know, it should go for about $100, like I said, you know, based on the size of it and everything like that. Has a hook on the back right there that, you know, you just use to hang it. So it'll be really nice. You know, good condition in the back and everything like that. So I've been doing really well with signs lately. Hickory Springs, I know you're watching this. What do you think of this sign? Let me know. You know, I'm happy with this. You know, signs are bread and butter and pretty much guaranteed money if you could get a good sign like this. this. You know, people pay up for these things, so I'm excited about this one. By the way, just as a little tip, if you had an issue with a chalkboard that was really kind of messy and you couldn't get everything off, they do sell chalkboard paint, and so you could just paint this with the chalkboard paint and it'll look brand new. So just so you know, they do have that out there. So that's it for today. Overall successful, got 3 signs, got the wine holders, and you know, like I said, made good, you know, just continued political / social connections with other people who, you know, sell to me as you know, as sources, and just want to keep those relationships growing, and you know, keep them strong, keep them maintained, that type of thing. So I hope you learned some things from this video, and if you did, make sure you hit the like button. Follow me on Instagram. I'm putting little bits of video on there as well. It's not always the same as what's on this channel, so if you want kind of quick updates, things like that, I'm at Primetime Treasure. That's the name, not an S at the end. You could also find all these links down below in the description section. In addition to that, come join my Facebook group, the Facebook Reselling Resource Center. The link to that's down below in the description section as well. Just hit join. I'll see that you're trying to get in, and I'll let you in pretty fast after that, as long as everything looks okay with your profile. And make sure you subscribe. Trying to get to 800 subscribers. We're really close. We're like 782. Just need a little bit more. So help me get over that hump. If you like these videos and you haven't subscribed yet, that would mean a lot to me. So thank you very much for that. Hit that like button, drop a comment, ask a question, whatever. I like to interact with all of you. And I'll see you again at the next video pretty soon.